Hi, I'm Steven. Now I'm testing this contact size lens 28 to 85, the f3.3 to f4. Now shooting on the HLG PP file, what it look like. For test this lens, I made a sandwich, which was I want to make a sandwich like someone made a famous sandwich in Siracusa, Sicily of Italy. That sandwich looked like so delicious, but my cooking skill is bad. I'm sorry. You know, I always think the Italians very interesting. Like the sandwich maker. Sometimes he too busy, he will do like this. Very interesting. Like some, oh God. I think this only the Spanish and the Italian will do like this. Also, the sandwich, I made it definitely not as good as the like that Italian in Sicily, but I still feel it's very delicious. You know, in Japan, the food is very nice, but only have two complaints about Japanese food. One of them is the bread so soft, doesn't like Europe, because the Japanese, they love the soft bread. I was bought this contact size zoom lens 28 to 85. Now I'm testing it, but today we don't talk about this contact size. Let's talk about the Leica. The very special lens, the Leica Summicron 50mm f2 DR lens. This lens was produced in 1950s and 1960s. After more than 60 years, the focus hand feel still but smoothly. Very nice. The Cooper lens body is very exquisite in build quality, and this small lens is heavy. This one is Imperial units. I don't know why, maybe this built in earlier. And the coding color is blue. Most of this lens is metric scales, and the coding color purple. And they all single layer coating. 4 of the 7 pieces of glass used shorter Leica 9 glass and be called high resolution glass. As a result, the image, performance, the details very nice. Even compared to the modern lenses. With 10 blades aperture, it is the star shape after close down. And because of this aperture shape, when shooting at a close aperture, the light spot will appear such a beautiful halo shape. So first, let me explain why it be called DR lens. What does the DR means? Actually, the DR means dual range. After Leica Summicron 50mm rigid lens, Leica produced the same optical design Summicron 50mm f2 lens with near focusing range in 1956. It is believed to have same optical performance as the rigid lens. So these two lenses all be called Summicron Type 2. However, the Japanese Leica fans, they believe this lens still have different from the rigid lens. I don't know if there are significant difference. So now let's take a look. This lens has two focus ranges. The normal range 1 meter to infinity. The usage of dual range is to put it out a little and turn it to the near focusing range. But now the focusing ring is locked and cannot be moved. You need to press this small button to turn the focusing ring moving. This goggle is near focusing adapter. It be required on Leica camera to use rangefinder focusing in near focusing range. When you put this adapter on it, it will keep push the small button, let the focusing ring run freely. This goggle, the close-up attachment seen below, not only recalibrated the rangefinder, it also changed the finder magnification slightly to mirror the slightly narrow range of view at a close range, as well as correcting for parallax. Totally masterpiece. Very beautiful, and especially on the black camera body, right? So the Leica lens finally achieved an unprecedented closest focusing distance of 50 centimeters. Wow. Don't laughing. Don't laughing. They has tried their best. In fact, the near focusing range is 88 centimeters to 47.8 centimeters. Maybe this 50 centimeters is a joke for the 50mm lens of SLR camera, but it is indeed the most closest focusing distance of all Leica M lenses. Even now, the most closest focusing distance of all Leica M lenses is 0.7 meter. It should be noted here that this close-up attachment can only be used perfectly in Leica M2, M3, M4, and M6 Classic version. Because since the M6 TTL version, the Leica camera body the size is changed a little bit higher, so that the goggles can't be mounted on M6 TTL, M7. Also, it can't mount on Leica Digital M camera. But when you use it in normal focusing range, there is no need of these goggles. I usually rarely use the close-up function when use M camera, and I also don't need these goggles on the mirrorless camera because now many kind of adapter for the mirrorless camera, they have the micro focusing function. So even this lens without the close-up function, the optical performance of this lens is amazing, excellent. Friend said this lens is most looks like a Leica lens. That's true. The obviously feature is that it has low contrast but very rich details. It should be noted that like most of Leica lenses, they easily get flare. So if you shot face to the light, and also even you face to some bright scenes, you also will get a little bit of flare effect. When wide open, it's soft, but this kind of softness, unlike that Leica glow lens I was made a review before. This is some kind of another fantastic soft tone. when the aperture down to the f2.8, the softness is gone. So, what do you think about this lens? I think this lens is not the most unique performance in the vintage Leica M lenses, but with its amazing details and sharpness and unboring colors, that some people like it very much. Thanks for watching. See you.